Construction worker charged with murder in 2021 Manchester party dispute. 28-year-old construction worker Shawin Rose, otherwise called Bookie, of Top Greenville district in Manchester, has been charged with murder in connection with the shooting death of a man at a party in 2021. He has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. The deceased is 23-year-old Wanda Dixon of Remington Hill district, also in Manchester. The incident took place on Sunday, August 28, 2021, while both men were at a party in Dixon's community, according to the Mandeville police. It's alleged that an argument developed between them, but it was quelled after residents intervened. Rose allegedly left the event and later returned with a firearm, opened fire on Dixon, and escaped on foot. Dixon was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Following an investigation, Rose was listed as wanted. He was taken into custody on March 31, 2025, concerning other offenses. He was charged with Dixon's killing on Saturday. Chilani man charged with murder after throat-slashing incident. The Chilani police have charged a man with murder in connection with last Thursday's throat-slashing killing of 31-year-old Aiden Barnett, otherwise called AIDS, in Albertown. Charged is 30-year-old Antoine White, otherwise called Akeem, also of Campbell's Land in the parish. The incident happened about 8:30 p.m. according to the Falmouth police in a statement on Sunday. Barnett reportedly entered a business establishment, spoke with a server, and was about to leave when White, who was seated inside allegedly, stood up with a knife and slashed Barnett's throat. Barnett was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. White was reportedly attacked and beaten by residents before being rescued by police and taken to hospital for treatment. He was later taken into police custody. He was formally charged on Friday. Agriculture Ministry to expand scholarship for high school students pursuing tertiary education. The Agriculture Ministry will be expanding its scholarship offering for high school students who wish to pursue tertiary level education. Portfolio Minister Floyd Green said he will announce details of the scholarships during a sectoral debate presentation in May. He was speaking at the recent Jamaica 4-H Club National Achievement Expo held at the Denby 4-H Center in Clarendon. Minister Green said it is his belief that agricultural students should not have to worry about paying for their studies.
Additionally, we will continue to offer scholarships. And for those of you who are interested in agriculture, who dream to do tertiary education in agriculture, we will be providing scholarships for you. Just do well in your agricultural science in school and don't worry about it. Already last year we had about 400 applications for scholarships, and we were able to issue over 250 scholarships to case for our young people to do tertiary training in agriculture. I'm going to be expanding that this year, but I'm not announcing that today. Listen to my sectorial on the 27th of May. We're going to be talking about what we're doing, but I can tell you my thinking. If you do well in agriculture in high school, if you are the top agriculture student in high school, you shouldn't have to wonder where you're going to get the money from to pay for future agricultural studies. My view is that the government must pay for you to do agriculture because that is what you love, that is what you are good at, and we need you in the sector. So you can look forward to that.
NSWMA to deploy enforcement officers during Carnival to ensure garbage collection compliance. Enforcement officers from the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, will be deployed during Carnival to ensure compliance with garbage collection regulations. The enforcement is part of measures being implemented at this year's staging of Carnival to prevent a recurrence of last year's garbage pileup. Regional Operations Manager of MPM Waste Management, Jermaine Jones, said Carnival organizers have been urged to make the necessary arrangements for garbage collection. They are also being warned that any breach will result in penalties. Penalties include being issued a ticket and fined.
The plans that have been put in place is in terms of all the bands will have to ensure that they provide evidence of a waste collection entity, whether it's through us or it's through another approved entity. And we will also ensure that we have our enforcement officers as well as supervision crews on the road to ensure that where there is a lack of cleaning, the bands will know that they will be penalized if there is no cleaning. But wake up Monday morning, we should have a very clean post-carnival route, and we shouldn't be seeing as much problems as we saw last year. We have drums in storage. We have a few drums in storage, so we'll be taking those out, putting along the routes, so that we can have at least proper solid waste management on that day. Penalized in terms of we will have to clean it, but it will be at their expense, and they will also be fined as well. So enforcement officers will be on the road on the day, and they will be ensuring that there is not. We know that some amount of littering will happen, but not too much littering, and also to ensure that the cleanup that was prescribed, that has been applied for by the different bands, that is being done as well. All the bands, we can't force them to come to NSWME or MPM. But what we do is that we want to ensure that they have a plan and they have an entity in place. So whatever that entity is supposed to be doing, we will enforce the fact that they should be doing that. Right? Otherwise, for lack of conducting that cleaning exercise, they will be penalized.
Former government employee in tenure battle for NHD NIS benefits. A former Department of Correctional Services employee who has been trying for the past decade to secure her National Housing Trust NHD and NIS insurance benefit is now concerned that she will eventually lose them. 71-year-old Hyacinth Davis, who was employed as a teacher at Lower Esher Juvenile Center for Girls in St. Mary and later an assistant superintendent at the institution from 1982 to 1988, alleged that the problem is due to failure of the Department of Correctional Services to pay over my National Housing Trust and National Insurance Scheme contribution over the years. Now the department is insisting that they are unable to locate my file, she said. According to Davis, she only became aware of the situation when she attempted to secure her benefits a year after becoming eligible 10 years ago. Davis, who has been residing in the United States since resigning from the DCS in 1988, said that while she faced a similar situation at the Ministry of Education, where she was employed prior to her stint at the DCS, I had no problem obtaining the records of my housing trust and NIS contribution from the ministry. The Department of Correctional Services did not respond to email from reporters seeking a comment on the matter. Davis said all her efforts, including visits to the head office of DCS, letters, phone calls, and by my former colleagues to have the matter resolved, have failed. My most recent attempt was in October of last year, during which I visited the office and spoke to a senior employee who advised that they are unable to locate my record. This is the same and only response that I have been getting all these years. A very intense Davis said she is also not pleased that I have not been told what, if anything, can be done by the department to assist me. She said that she would like to know, for example, what mechanism the department has to deal with situations such as what I am facing, as I believe my situation is not unique. In an October 2024 letter to the retired Mason, the Commissioner of the Department of Correctional Services, seeking his direct intervention to resolve the matter, Davis wrote that this matter has now come very sensitive and I need to know that my NHD and NIS contributions are properly accounted for. She also wrote, I would highly appreciate an appointment with you during my planned visit to Jamaica, January 31 to February 5, 2025, to deal with this issue. According to Davis, she is yet to receive an acknowledgement of her letter to the Commissioner. She said that she has provided what she believes are all the necessary documentation and information to assist the DCS with the process. Among the information, Davis said she has provided are her tax code, tax reference number, her employee number, and at least one pay advice for the month of December 1987, showing the withdrawal of her NHD and NIS contribution for that month. It is believed, she said, that the mix-up with her employment record may have occurred when the department changed from manual record keeping to computerized systems several years ago. Whatever the situation, Davis said she should not be placed in a situation where it is now seemingly like I may not be able to secure the benefits that are due to me. Davis said she has decided to go public with the matter in a last-ditch effort to see if the DCF will at least respond to me and will find some way to ensure that the records of my contributions are located so that I can apply for my benefits. She said she does not believe she is the only person to have experienced this problem. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.